Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Leo. How are you guys this week, Leo? See what the energies are around you, Leo. Ooh, okay. All right, this actually came out first. Someone here is a little lonely. So I feel like somebody's about to take action to communicate. This is someone lonely, feeling a little left out in the cold. And we have the King of Swords. We have a person analyzing a situation, doing some thinking, exploring their feelings. This is someone lonely. It could be someone here who, now often it's an energy of someone who spends too much time thinking negatively. Okay, so there's some insecurities. I feel it's just someone who's lonely, going to reach out. They've been doing some thinking. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's a little guarded, defensive. Now, this could be your energy, feeling a little defensive, standing up for yourself. Okay? Yeah. There we have. There's been some conflict, maybe some arguments, some kind of fight, maybe competition. But I feel it has to do with obstacles. Again, it's another 5. These are things that can be overcome. So it has to do with someone letting their guard down. Okay, it could be someone who has insecurities as well. But we have a person who's been analyzing the situation, doing a lot of thinking. Yeah, we have this is someone who I feel could be an apology. They're definitely apprehensive. I feel this is someone worried that maybe you're still angry, guarded, defensive, or you might push them away. But I'm going to tell you, it looks like they have someone here who may have pushed you away. Okay. Yeah, this is someone I feel it's somebody possibly has even tried to avoid an argument, avoid something. So it is a person who's a lot more sensitive than they appear. So it could be an apology, but it also looks like someone here who's coming in to take action. Okay, they're taking some kind of action. So there it is. Yeah, they're looking at the details of the situation. There's definitely apprehension. You know, something maybe to do with money. Maybe they feel like this could be someone who maybe, pushed you away because they felt that, there was some kind of lack of money. Don't know, but look at that energy. There it is. Somebody here who's, it's often a person who can be very mischievous. And this is what I tell people. Yes, and it does say so on this card, sometimes mischievous. So they communicate in a way because they are trying to maybe avoid conflict. Maybe you're still angry. Okay. Because it does look like conflict with others caused by opposing opinions. Maybe you stood up to this person. Okay. You have different opinions of a situation. But they are a little bit apprehensive and mischievous. It's a person who reaches out in a way where they're trying to actually avoid the conflict. They want something. They could be fishing for info, trying to find out if you're still angry. It could even be another person, but there it is. Cooperation, compromise. See, it has to do with acknowledging. This person there's something that has to be acknowledged. They're not acknowledging something though. So you might actually be really careful what you believe with this person. Okay, because of the way they're going to communicate. There, they come in quickly out of the blue. There could be competition, so they might be feeling a little insecure. I think they want to know if there's competition, but I feel it has to do with conflict, arguing. They feel like you might still be angry. So it has to do with compromising. Yeah, and I feel this person's definitely been doing a lot of thinking. So this is where they kind of come in out of the blue. It's a little bit spontaneous. It comes out of the blue. But I feel like you are going to be guarded. I do feel this is your energy. You might still be angry, but I actually feel this is something that can be overcome. Okay? Now, it could be someone, like I say, who's apprehensive. Maybe they want to apologize, but maybe you feel like they're not taking responsibility. Okay? Not accountable. But I feel like it's just a lonely person. Yeah, this is someone who's been doing some thinking about their feelings. You see, this is someone who would rather drink their own tears. See, suffering in silence, feeling lonely. Someone's suffering in silence here, but I feel they're going to take action. Yeah, see, there it is. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This is someone exploring their feelings, what makes them happy. So they've been exploring their feelings. They're thinking about how they feel, maybe how you feel. Okay, this is someone who definitely they need to let their guard down. And I feel like it's just a person who thinks too much, very analytical. I mean, maybe this person strategized. They're strategizing here. Okay. But it has to do with them needing to cooperate and compromise, compatibility. Maybe this is someone who felt you weren't compatible. Okay. They may have been overanalyzing a situation. So I feel they're going to come in and communicate. I feel they want to know if there's competition too. Yeah, it's a single person, someone who's enjoying the fruits of their labors. They feel like they're, left out in the cold. They're suffering in silence. There it is. They want to offer this cup. They want to know if you're still single. Yeah, single person energy. This is someone who actually has money. Maybe they act like they don't because of it. So there's a little mischievous energy there. See, they've kept something to themselves. Boy, oh boy. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so there it is. See, it has to do with feeling a little bit beat up. This is someone who felt like giving up. It's when you're just about to move on and here they come, but it's about putting the past in the past. I feel it's going to be about forgiveness here. See, taking things to the next level. This is the path this person's been on, though. They're almost there. This is someone at a crossroads in their life. Now, you could have a person here, every time it's time to take it to the next level, they push you away. Okay? So it has to do with this life path here. Where's this going? So there's some kind of choice this person needs to make. And I feel like it's yourself too. Like I say, if this is someone here who maybe you have another opportunity, maybe you're keeping it to yourself. Okay? That's very possible. But it has to do with emotions, feelings, what makes you happy. See, it has to do with someone here I feel is apprehensive putting themselves out there. You see, that's a lot. This is why a lot of people are like that. They don't want to put themselves out there in that way. They're suffering in silence, though. Yeah, see, there it is. 5 of Wands right there with the confirmation. See, obstacles, challenges. When two people work together as a team, they can overcome anything. I mean, maybe it has to do with there's not enough money, a lack of money. So it's about investing, waiting patiently. So it has to do with whether the taking action is going to pay off. This person's not so sure. See, they're a little guarded. They're not sure this will pay off. But it has to do with investing. See, this is someone here needing to, this could be even yourself. It could be them, but it's somebody initiating. Someone needs to initiate this conversation. See, who's going to take the lead? Who's going to initiate? Yeah, and it could be every time you try to initiate, they push you away. Now, it could be because they're shy, sensitive, okay? Now, it could be someone who, maybe feels responsible. They're keeping it to themselves and sometimes people aren't good at apologizing, or they're not, I don't like it when I hear people call people narcissists. If you really, really look up and read in depth about true narcissism, most of the time it's not narcissism. It's people who have a hard time getting in touch with their feelings. It's sometimes a person who feels so bad, and they're overly shy, that they just have a hard time expressing themselves. They have a hard time of putting themselves out there that way. So because the Page of Cups is generally just inexperienced, sensitive, often open-hearted. See, it has to do with someone wearing their heart on their sleeve, but this is a challenge for somebody. But it also, like I say, it's somebody wanting to initiate a conversation. Every time you want to, maybe yourself, you want to initiate it, they push you away. And you feel like giving up. Okay? But when you're just about ready to give up, here they come. You see? Yeah, I don't know what's happened here, but there it is. Temperance. Someone tempering their passions, tempering their emotions. See, this is somebody here who is trying to, maybe somebody lost their temper, or we have two people with different temperaments. See, temperance is about being patient. It's about calming down. It's about kind of pulling back and looking at things different, seeing things different, trying something different. You see? Person who's a little different than your usual type. It's just a person, I feel, who, there's somebody here who's, they come across as kind of cold. This person comes across as cold, but they're not. Okay? They're actually not. So, yeah, this is a person who definitely just keeps that, within. They internalize this. So I feel it has to do with being patient, pulling back, trying something different, trying a different approach. So let's have a look at the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, we have someone doing some thinking, very curious energy, the novice. This is just thinking. This is someone thinking about how to communicate. See, thinking before they speak. So we have a person who may have not done that. They may have come in very quick, very spontaneous. Maybe they said and did everything all wrong. But I also feel like this is someone feeling a little overwhelmed. Someone's feeling overwhelmed. There's too much going on. Things may be moving too fast. Okay, maybe this is somebody wanting to move faster than you're up to. Maybe you're the one who's in that King of Swords energy. But I feel like this is yourself, unless you have someone who's Aries, Leo, Sag around you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, definitely some Sag energy. So they could be a Sagittarius. But I feel we have a person doing some thinking here. Okay, about what to say. So this is someone who's not going to tell you everything. Okay, so there's something missing, something lacking in the communication. There's something missing. It feels off. But what they really want to do is offer you this cup. You see, they want to offer you this cup. I feel they're going to fish for info, try to find out first if you're single. It's like they're trying to avoid confrontation. This person loves a challenge, though. Like, this is the thing. They do love a challenge. I actually feel this is someone who can probably have a pretty good sense of humor. So maybe something was off the way they communicated. But see, there's the energy of stuck, stubborn. It's also someone saving money. Put that back when you don't need it. So it's an energy of someone who maybe focuses on one thing too much, possibly their money, because the Four of Pentacles is about balance, and it's often a person who focuses on one thing too much, not other aspects of their life, a relationship, or the communication. So it's a person who was thinking before they're speaking. See, somebody who was weighing the pros and the cons, procrastinating. You see, maybe there was competition. I don't know. I'm not seeing a secret here. I'm seeing somebody just kind of struggling, feeling overwhelmed. Maybe it's someone who's busy. They got too much going on. It's possible they communicated spontaneously and everything came out wrong. So, because it's like something is just off. But yeah, see, weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Back and forth. Cooperation, compromise, compatibility. See, it's an energy of somebody not budging, not wanting to budge. But I feel there's just a lack in the way they communicated. Something was missing. It's feeling off. And I do think they're looking at it. They're analyzing it. Yeah. So somebody who, like I say, just the novice, the page. It's like they don't put a lot of clarity into the communication. So it's somebody who made a bad decision. So they're trying to make a decision. Should I, shouldn't I reach out? This is somebody who wants another opportunity, but I actually feel someone's feeling overwhelmed. There's too much going on. Maybe things are moving too fast. Maybe they're just busy. Yeah, but here comes that communication. See, this is something coming in very quick. See, some of you are moving in another direction. Been there, done that. You see, avoiding a disaster, taking the lessons learned, but it has again to do with calming down. Just moving into calmer waters. Now this looks like somebody coming in to make peace. Maybe they're making peace with their past. See, this path they've been on. This is someone who's looking back at all this hard work, feeling beat up. So they're guarded, defensive, not sure what to believe. And that could be yourself, not quite sure what to believe. But it could be them. I mean, maybe, it's a person who comes in with lack. It looks like a lack of proper communication. I'm not seeing Six of Pentacles here yet, but it has to do with a person who's, like I say, they're in that energy of suffering in silence here. They'd rather drink their own tears than communicate, than to initiate. So why? See, it has to do with them taking the lead. They need to take the lead. There it is. See, taking the lead, suffering in silence, keeping everything to themselves. They're looking at what fulfills them emotionally, what makes them happy. They need to take this action. If they want something, they need to take action. But I do feel if there is a need for apology, I feel this is someone here who, like, it has to do with who's initiating it. Who's going to initiate? They need to take the lead. This is someone who definitely at that energy of knowing, they need to know what they want before they initiate. Someone who needs to figure out what they want before they start this. So now it could be someone who's already learned this in the past. See, taking those lessons they've learned and applying them. So yeah, very interesting. See, figuring out what it is you want makes you happy before you start something. So yeah, this is someone who was a little bit confused. The moon, little Cancer energy. See, a little bit confused. It's about things being cleared up. They're looking for clarity. They're learning to think before they speak, but kind of missing the point because I feel there was something lacking in the communication. Now, this is a person who generally goes after what they want. This is generally a person who's not a quitter. So there it is, see? Yeah, 7 of Wands, feeling like someone's pushing them away. Maybe it's yourself, maybe it's them. But to me, it's about letting the guard down. Now, we do have someone here who could be very critical, very judgmental. Because I did see the Judgment card here someplace. Where was it? I know I seen that card here. Thought I did. It feels like there's a judgment here. But it's often an energy of someone who's very critical. They like to point out somebody else's flaws. You see? It's making someone feel defensive. So maybe they feel insecure. Maybe it's something you said or they said. But it is someone pushing someone away. See, it's the way someone reacts, the way they communicate is what's pushing someone away. So I would have to say someone needs to watch their words, temper their thoughts. There it is, see? So this is what someone did, but I feel like it kind of backfired because maybe you were expecting more. I don't know. But yeah, it has to do with them having to initiate. It's about them taking the lead. It's like they want you to take the lead. But they know they need to. So it really looks like this is this person's thinking, the way they are. Okay? So there's a little bit of fear, the moon. Things that are hidden, lack of clarity. But this is an energy of someone taking lessons learned and applying it to this. They need to let their guard down. So I don't know if we got two people who've been pushing each other away, okay, or someone who pushes someone away when it's time to take it to the next level. There we have mirroring. Yeah, it could be someone projecting that energy onto someone else. You know, kind of, what's it trying to say? They push you away first before you can. You see, there it is, rejection. See, it's someone who's not sure what to think, but it's a missed opportunity. Someone failed to, they failed to see. They missed an opportunity here. It's a soulmate connection. This is a friendship. Maybe it's someone having different feelings about you, okay, and they want to initiate. Maybe every time they try to initiate, you push them away or reject them, or they're doing it to you. Whatever it is. It could go vice versa. You can flip that. Tell me more about this. Yeah, so we have the 5 of Cups. Someone feels like there's no hope. See, focused on the negative, the lack. See, somebody having that self-fulfilling prophecy where they either feel they're not good enough or they just, you know, they have insecurities. But it's a person who actually has everything they need. They're enjoying the fruits of their labor. So it's definitely a single person. See, this is someone doing a lot of thinking and analyzing. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about this King of Swords. What's this person's intentions? Yeah, they're kind of fantasizing. They're in their head. This person thinks a lot. They overanalyze. They're fantasizing. They feel like there's no hope. Maybe they feel like you have other options. Maybe you feel that way. Actually, let's do some more on that. King of Swords. There we go. Yeah, so there's the energy of incoming, fast-moving energy. Been there, done that. See? So both of you have been pushed away. So what it is I feel we've had both of you have got an energy where you've been rejected before. You know, or someone comes in with like, thanks, but no thanks. It's not good enough. It's not what you want. Someone didn't get something they wanted. That's for sure. Maybe they came in too fast, too fiery, too flirty. Because there's definitely, it has to do with this emotion, this cup. This is someone their cup actually runneth over. They're single. They have everything they need. So it has to do with this opportunity. See, they've missed an opportunity, or they feel like they're going to, so they hurry in. And they come in very fast and fiery, feeling really enthusiastic, super charming. But yeah, I feel they just came in wrong. There was something lacking in it. It's like they're focused too much on that, maybe the physical, the way they talk. Maybe they're too flirty. I don't know. Because it is an energy of someone wanting to date, wanting to court. I mean, maybe you have another opportunity, and maybe that's what they're thinking. Okay, so they came in a way maybe where you went, you know, thanks, but no thanks, I'm exhausted. And maybe this person got into their head and thought, oh, you probably have other options. Maybe this person, maybe it's a strategy where they wanted you to think that way. You know, doesn't really look like it. I'm not seeing a deception. Yeah, see, it has to do with someone's pride getting in the way. Their pride, their ego got in the way. Yeah, so we have someone here who's definitely ruled by that ego. Yeah. See, they come in with an ego, but it's lacking. This is often a person who projects the mirror. They have this energy of feeling like they're not good enough. So they project it onto the other person, thinking, you know, you're chasing them for money, or, you know, whatever that energy is. Because the mirroring, that Two of Cups in this deck is a mirroring. Because you can see someone looking in the mirror, looking at themselves in the mirror, and seeing the other person, the other half. So, yeah. I feel they're going to have to, you know, fight for this. They're going to have to come in and show you what their intentions are. See, showing you their true intention. I don't think this person's intention is to be single and keep their options open. I feel they projected, I feel this is someone who's been rejected before. I do feel people chase them. They get chased a lot. They're used to kind of getting what they want. They're not used to being the chaser. But this is what they have to do. If they want to win here, this is what they have to do. They know it too. They need to take the lead. But I do feel like it's like every time someone tries to, maybe this is something to do with yourself, they try to initiate, maybe you push them away. Or when it's time to take it to the next level, it could be the level in a relationship, anything, the other person blocks or pushes them away. See, focused on the wand. Now this has to do with a choice. Now it is possible somebody here may have had a choice between two, but I really feel it has to do with this person who kind of projects themselves onto the other person. It's not like they're chasing you for money, because I feel they have everything they need. But I feel it's more like the ego, like, you know, if you reject them, their ego takes a hit. It's like they want you to take the lead. They don't want to be rejected. So it's like they reject you first because they think they're going to be rejected. It's happened before, been there, done that. So, crazy energy. But there it is. See, someone tempering their passions, emotions. They have everything they need, the house and the home. It's about being patient. See, someone here's fantasizing about being married, being with somebody. So they just come in spontaneous. They're feeling so enthusiastic. And then you didn't get what you wanted. You wanted something else from this person first, I feel. So, yeah, it's like you both pushed each other away here. But I feel there's just this, you know, it's about overcoming these obstacles and challenges. I do feel this person's maybe a little concerned you're still angry. Now, this could be a married couple who are going through this, you know, the ego. But it has to do with someone not getting what they want. See, their ego took a hit here. They got rejected. So that if they come back in again, or you decide to reach out and initiate, then they push you away. It's like, we got two people with different temperaments. Now, we could have someone who has a little bit of a temper. It's possible. But I feel it has to do with someone tempering their passion, tempering it. Maybe made somebody angry. Maybe it's yourself. Okay. However, you know whether you were angry. But it does look like somebody here may have lost their temper, or they're trying not to lose their temper, so they just moved on to avoid a disaster. And somebody here, it has to do with another person not being, someone has lost, more than likely lost patience. So, but you know, in the end, it's interesting. There is a reason to celebrate. It has to do with this person. and what makes them happy, putting themselves out there. See, they don't like putting themselves out there that way. They just, it's a person who definitely wants to date, exploring it's a person who now knows what they've learned from this experience. They need to figure out what they want first. They need to communicate right, okay, so they don't get rejected. But I feel this is someone who needs to kind of let go of that. I mean, everybody gets rejected at some point, and it's just, you have to not take it personal. You kind of have to know when it's time to just move on too. Sometimes, it's somebody who's shy and doesn't want to say, hey, you're not really my type. And they don't really want to say it because they don't like to hurt feelings. So I can definitely see that for some of you too. So failing to recognize, instead of your ego taking a hit, failing to recognize, maybe this person really feels we're just not right for each other. It's their personal choice. It has to do with the 9. It has to do with respecting that, respecting their choice, and let them move on and move on. So for some of you, I feel that's the case. Okay. But I feel for some of you, it's a person who's been doing some thinking. Yeah, they're manifesting. Yeah, some of you may have had someone who manipulated. They may have pushed you away, trying to get you to chase them, to see if you'd come after them. Okay, somebody here's done that because it worked for them. Someone did it to them, so they're trying it. So yeah, it's more mischievous. It's not meant to cause harm, but it may have. So there's the judgment. There's that judgment I was seeing earlier. See, should I or shouldn't I make a decision? It looks like some kind of reconciliation for some, but I feel it has someone here who, made a choice. It is definitely the fear of rejection is what this is all about. And here comes the Death card. So yeah, so someone made a decision that actually inadvertently caused an ending. So this is someone who actually realizes they missed an opportunity because of this. See, someone actually feels they did. They're getting it, okay? But others of you, like I say, some of you, it's about when someone rejects you, don't take it personal, okay? Don't take it personal. This person may not feel, maybe they just want to be friends, or, maybe, it upset you because they just want to be friends, or they're not expressing themselves well. Because not everybody, because this is someone who's sensitive. They don't want to hurt somebody. In fact, they may have actually decided to choose another person. But I actually feel some of you, most definitely, this person is thinking about this again. Okay? Yeah, they learned something from this. It's a fear of rejection, avoiding being rejected. And possibly fear of commitment too for some of you. But there it is, the aha moment. See, the truth. This is the truth. That when the light bulb goes off and they go, aha. You see? So whatever has ended, something definitely ended because of a decision they made. They may have just took too long and procrastinated, where you decide to move on, seeking out other options. I feel this is, if it is someone you haven't heard from a while, they're looking at that, analyzing, feeling you likely have other options by now, or maybe you feel that way because maybe they had other options, so they're projecting that onto you. So, yeah, I know it sounds confusing. The moon's here. What can I say? When the moon's there, there's confusion, but this is an energy of when things start to get confusing, okay, take what resonates, the lessons learned, and move on. Like I say, sometimes the person rejects you. Don't take it personal. They just maybe feel you're not their type. You may feel they're your type, but they may feel that you're not, okay, after a period of time. And if some of you have a choice between two, I definitely can see you giving up on someone, losing patience, and taking another opportunity, having a passionate new beginning with another, because it does look like some of you have a choice to make here. I mean, it's possible it's them who made a choice. Somebody may have they made a bad decision, chose the wrong person, and it ended. It didn't go where they wanted it to go. So they're looking at this, the manifesting. See, there's mirroring here. This is you and this person mirror each other. Like, it's so interesting because we have that that thinking. No, I don't know if you're both just thinkers or what, but someone's choosing their words wisely. They're being careful what they say. See, they come in fast, suddenly come out of the blue, and they say all the wrong thing. So I do see truth, victory, and success. This is someone going to come in, win or lose. So now we may have a person who made a choice, chose the wrong person, and it didn't go anywhere, or they ended it. They could be coming back to talk to you. Okay? So, but yeah, I can definitely see where some of you, someone rejected you. Maybe they didn't tell you why. Maybe feel like you would have liked some answers, some closure with the Six of Wands. But we always have to remember, not everybody is very good at, they don't want to hurt somebody. Often that's the Page of Pentacles or the Page of Cups, someone who doesn't want to hurt somebody. In this, they want to avoid conflict, drama, arguing, fighting. So they just kind of, tuck tail and disappear. Sometimes ghost you because they don't have the heart to, to say, hey, you're not my type. I'm not really interested. Or they don't know the words, at that time, they could be feeling overwhelmed. They can't find the words. That Knight that Novice of Swords is, like I say, it's a lot of different energies, but it's an energy of someone thinking before they speak. And that's what I feel for those of you who have this person coming back around who's ended a situation. It ended because they're seeing the truth. It didn't end because it ended because they were playing little games or maybe feeling manipulated. Okay? So and that could be why this person ended it with you. Maybe they felt that way. And that's why I feel the projection. So, yeah, crazy. But yeah, like I say, when it's confusing, sometimes it's best to move on. But see, it has to do with someone who's seeing. Someone has their best interest at heart. It has to do with partnering up. Two people looking out for each other's best interests. See, this is someone who's not sure someone has their best interest at heart. Maybe it's you, but I actually feel they feel that way too. Failing to recognize an opportunity. You see, someone failed to recognize what was really going on here. Yeah, and if you have a person who manipulated, they know it ended because of that. You felt they didn't have your best interest. There it is. See the waiting. See, somebody was waiting for commitment. Some of you may be waiting for some kind of news to do with a job, an opportunity, contract, maybe even a divorce. I mean, I can definitely see someone here losing patience, standing up to somebody, getting mad, being frustrated, losing their temper because someone won't commit. But, the interesting thing is the celebration at the end here because someone's going, aha, I get it, right? Yeah, I actually feel if this person reaches out to you, some of you are going to say yes, and yes to at least to talk, to communicate. Okay, it could end up being closure. Okay, but some of you are waiting for news, communication to do with a contract and negotiation. Okay, so I feel it also has to do with two people being on the same page, some kind of an agreement. Okay, I feel we got two people who just weren't on the same page. Maybe you don't want the same things, or, maybe this person didn't tell you what makes them happy. So how would you know how to communicate, how to give them what they want? So that's an interesting energy. See the confusion. Whenever there's confusion, it's really an energy of just moving on, waiting for things to calm down. Take the lessons learned. Someone's trying to avoid confrontation. Maybe they have a temper and they're trying to avoid that. The best thing to do when you lose your temper is, or you feel like you're going to, okay, is just to walk away, just to move on for a bit till things calm down. Yeah. But I feel, we've got two people here, lifestyle habits. Someone is waiting for commitment, waiting for someone could be paperwork, negotiation, documents to do with a business opportunity. Okay. Something to do with a house and a home. Some of you are having to be patient with that. Because it does look like some of you are on this life path, this choice, something you're really passionate about, willing to fight for. Because I actually feel some of you, there's that whole energy of feeling like you don't have enough money. Okay. And you're fighting for something. You want something here, something you're really passionate about. And with that Three of Pentacles in this, it could be something you're so passionate about that's really creative. Okay, and it could be something to do with the house, or your financial foundation is also a part of this, but there's some really positive energy here for some of you. It's an energy of telling you with creativity is you have absolutely everything you need to manifest what it is you want. Financial stability, a business. Okay. So that's a separate, it could be part of someone who's going through this. And there's a relationship dating issue here. But I feel some of you, it's just a separate situation. Yeah, I actually feel, like I say, a house, a home, a family, a negotiation, a contract, having to be patient. Some of you are feeling overwhelmed. You know, you want to be patient. But I'll tell you, that energy of things moving kind of slow here, okay? Things are about to speed up. So you may get overwhelmed. I see a busy time ahead. Some of you may be thinking of something educational too, with the Hierophant, education, learning everything that you need to know. Okay, and maybe making a business plan here as well. You maybe you want a partner, someone to collaborate. But I actually feel most of this is, a lot of this is this person wanting to cooperate and compromise, to team up, to build with the other person. But it's about talking, communicating, getting on the same page, some kind of an agreement. Okay. And I also see someone wanting to rush you towards commitment now, who may have pushed you away. Now they want to rush you towards commitment. Maybe they're finding out you're more successful. So I feel, like I say, how you felt about this somebody else, you may be feeling about this person now if you become more successful. This is also inheritance. The Hierophant is also an energy of inheritance. Yeah, so like I say, feeling overwhelmed, things speeding up. If you start, like I say, if you start to get confused, just kind of wait till things to calm down before you make any kind of decision or judgment. Whew. My goodness, Leo. Yeah, there's lots happening. The fire signs have really been going through it lately, but I feel with the energy I'm seeing here, things will calm down. This busy period will end. Okay. I do see negotiations, something you're waiting for coming in suddenly, more than likely when you least expect it. Yeah, that's what happens. You wait. It's like watching waiting for a kettle to boil, right? We all know that. It's like you feel like you're there for an hour, but if you walk away and busy yourself, focus on something else, all of a sudden there's that kettle whistling on the stove. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. Okay, it'll come in. It's going to happen here. And there it is, Three of Wands. See, seeds planted in the past, something that you're passionate about. See, that you may have a situation that never went to the next level. Something, maybe it was you wanted to buy a home. Okay, you needed to be patient, and you're trying everything you can, trying something different, maybe to make more money, getting rejected. Maybe you're putting out job applications and you're being rejected. Okay, stay focused on the positive, what you're passionate about. I see opportunities coming in. I see someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. Now, this King of Swords could be a boss. Okay, it could be somebody very logical, somebody who's thinking. They're looking at all this energy. But I also see the King of Wands. Now, that could be yourself, or I do see a Sag energy here. Or Aries, maybe another Leo. Could even be a Scorpio. But I feel it has to do with this person taking the lead. So there is somebody here definitely coming in. If it's jobs, if you put applications out to a couple, okay, you're looking at all the possibilities. See, looking at all the possibilities. One of them is going to come through. Now, some of you, you've got a person that you knew before, looking at reconciliation. They're definitely more financially stable, I feel, willing to cooperate and compromise. They're probably more compatible, because you may have somebody here who may not be very compatible. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. But there's that planning for long-term abundance from past choices. So the choices you make now are going to affect your future. But some of you are looking at something here. Okay, something you gave up on, and it'd be anything. Okay, something creative that you were really good at, really passionate about. Maybe you gave it up for some reason. Okay, you might be deciding to revisit that again. It actually looks really positive. So whatever this is, waiting for the abundance. You're waiting for messages, communication, abundance. Okay. So, yeah. And if you do have a situation with a person who comes in with that energy and they reject you and push you away, okay, because they don't want to commit, you are going to move on to something else. Okay. You'll be looking elsewhere. So, but yeah, and it's an energy of next. It'll be next. Yeah. But I feel like it's telling you if this first situation doesn't work out, the next one is going to. Okay. Take care and we'll see you soon.